Come on. Good morning, friends, and welcome to the video. As you can see, I'm drinking my coffee in my favorite mug, Donut Disturb. It's actually coffee number 2, but before I drink it, because it's super hot right now, I've been trying this gut health supplement. It's by Plexus, so I haven't noticed a huge difference yet, but I'm gonna be taking that. Haven't had my first meal yet. I will share with you when I do, and I'll also take my balanced supplement. But today is a super busy day because it's actually Cyber Monday, and Honey is over there setting up the office. So I'll show you guys a little bit of what we have so far, because we did a big Black Friday sale and Cyber Monday today is going crazy. We have a lot of orders coming in. So we have finally set up. I'm not gonna show him because his boxers. Sneak peek.
Hi.
Hi, handsome. We are setting up the office right now. This is going to be, well, this is all of the transformable wear stock. This is before, right now we have like 70 orders to ship out. So this is gonna be cleared out quite a bit. If there is anything left in stock, I think there should be a little bit. I will leave the link down below. The Cyber Monday sale will still be, it won't be active anymore, but you can still use my code teamlosing for 10% off as always. So this is all what we have right now. The ox blood and all of the tanks will be, once they're gone, they're gone. So make sure to place your order now. We've got this guy being built right now, which is gonna go here on this wall. And yeah, today's just a busy day of packing orders. Look how pretty it is outside. I'm gonna go on our balcony and show you guys our beautiful view. It's my favorite thing to do. I can't wait until the spring next year, I guess. Apparently February is gonna be miserable, but once it gets into March, April, it's like weather gets a little bit better. Oh my gosh, you guys, why was that open? It should not be open. I have my spray tan tent right here because I didn't know where else to put it. Look how beautiful. There's so much more snow on the mountains now. It's getting chilly. So today I'm going to show you guys the update on the house. Not yet though, because I need to clean up a bit, but as you can see, we've made some big changes. So can't wait to show you guys all that and tell you where everything is from and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get our day started. All right, I curled my hair and we are now doing meal number 1. I'm very excited about this because we're finally using the NutriBullet and Danny are working together for a promotion, so they sent us this, which I've been dying to use. It's been sitting in our kitchen for him to take a picture and like get all the stuff ready. But so this is my first smoothie in it. I'm just doing, honestly, this is a bunch of random stuff that I just had because I need to go shopping for actual like smoothie things. But I'm doing my almond milk. This is just the unsweetened 30-calorie silk almond milk. My vegan protein. Usually if I was doing it with strawberries like I am, I would use the vanilla, but I'm waiting, that's coming in my next order. So this one's actually chocolate with frozen strawberries. Some maca powder, great for hormone like balancing and stuff like that, especially for people with Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. I've heard so many like amazing things about maca, so I'm trying to do that every day. And then I put some cacao nibs in there as well. I cannot find my chia seeds for the life of me, so I don't know if I used them all. I really don't think I did, but I have no idea where they are. So I'm very sad about that because I usually love to put a bunch of chia seeds in my smoothies. Anyway, so that's gonna be meal number 1, and then with that, I'm gonna take my Alani Nu Balance Hormone Support. So I put my face on, and as you might be able to tell from the title of this video, I'm gonna take this video in a bit of a different direction. So the next video I upload on my channel will be showing you guys around the house. But for this one, let's have a chat. We're engaged!
Yay!
We are engaged. I'm a fiance. He's a fiance.
But let me get in this.
Okay.
I'm wearing, you know, my girls from LA to represent. Looking swole.
Guys, I'm so excited to make this video. I wasn't sure how we were going to like announce it because, well, yes, this is the whole idea of the video. We got engaged over a week ago. It's been over, it's like a week and a half. And we shared it on Instagram already, but I wanted to have it like, the night of was basically like, he was like, wait, like who can we tell if we post on Instagram? And we share so much of our lives on Instagram that I kind of wanted to just have that as like, I just wanted a couple days for it to just be an us thing and just tell family and really enjoy it.
I wanted to tell family, I didn't want to post on Instagram.
Yeah, that's right, you wanted to post on Facebook.
Yeah. I wanted to tell family and friends as soon as possible, but no, I wanted to wait for like us to get photos done and everything for Instagram.
Yeah. So I thought I'd tell you guys a little bit about like the proposal and stuff, or I thought I would have him here so we could tell you about the proposal. And then also I took some questions on Instagram about just like relationship Q&As. I know I really have to shave my legs, you know. He's been like petting my leg. Where do I leave off?
I have a beard.
You do have a beard. No shave November, although you haven't shaved in more than that, right?
No, it's been November.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a man.
Anyways, the full video we're actually gonna put up on our couples channel that we've created. It's gonna be the first video. I think that's super cool because it's like the start of our like big step in our relationship, and then we can kind of just go from there.
Yeah, because you guys know I've always talked about like my like high key goal in life is basically to have a YouTube family channel. So you know we're starting up the engagement.
So that'll be linked down below. It might not be up there right away, but if you go subscribe, it'll be there in the next few days as I have to edit it.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first ever video on our couples channel. I'm so excited about it. But that is gonna be, I wasn't sure if I wanted to share the video, but I feel like it was just so special and I kind of want to have it documented as like a first step kind of in our life together. So that's gonna be, the actual video from the night is going to be over on that channel, so you guys can check that out. But yes, we are engaged after, you're so lame, oh my god. After 9 months of being in a long distance relationship. He's from Canada, I am from California, and
but we've also known each other for like 3.5 years.
Yeah, so we want to talk a little bit kind of.
And yeah, we've known each other for a long time, and then like even when we first like started talking to each other, there always was kind of something there. It's just kind of life just took us on its own paths and stuff.
Yeah.
But
so we've officially been dating for 9 months, well almost 10 months now, but we got a lot of questions about like, well, that's kind of soon, like, you know, what's up with that? But like most of the questions in the Q&A situation that we're gonna do actually are kind of related to that. But both of us just from the beginning kind of knew what we wanted, and what I've learned over time is just that like it doesn't really, there's no rule book when it comes to relationships, and we have friends who have had a baby with, like gotten pregnant within 3 months of knowing each other, and we have friends, like I have a friend who's been engaged for literally 10 years to her fiance. So there's really no rules when it comes to doing it, but we are very, very happy to be engaged. And the day that he proposed was definitely like, I can honestly say it was the best day of my life so far. Anyways, let's get into some questions that you guys asked, because these are some fun ones. Okay, so how long did you guys officially date before the engagement? Well, 9 months.
9 months.
How did Danny propose? That'll be in the video, but basically both of our families are meeting for the first time. My family came in because I recently moved here to Canada, temporarily moved here. I'm not like an official resident or anything, but we're working on getting my permanent residency. My family was here visiting for the first time, and I had no idea that it was gonna happen. Do you fear your relationship is going too fast? So like these are all, yeah, do you guys feel you're rushing into marriage?
So I kind of wanted to address that in a way because obviously it doesn't really make a difference at the end, but in some way it does. It'd be stupid to just like neglect the fact that us getting married sooner is more beneficial than later. And I know that's probably a thought that's going out, you know, with all the moving to Canada. Citizenship and stuff. Yeah, moving to Canada, and then also we both are raised in Christian families, so like the judgment of family or whatever, stuff like that can definitely be like, you know, put in the equation. But as far as how much of that is taken up by that is probably nowhere more than like 5%. The rest of the 95% is simply because I've went through life knowing that these are the things, and this is kind of like the checklist that I want for someone that I want to be with. These are the issues that I can deal with. These are the, you know, compromises I would be able to make, and these are the things that I need someone to be able to deal with for me. And that's kind of some, like probably the 3 things that I would say you should probably look in any relationship is the person I'm with can deal with me at all these crazy times, and is the person I'm with, am I able to support them and deal with them in times where like things aren't going to be perfect. And that's a huge deal. And with me and Morgan, she has pretty much checked off all that list for me. Not only just being like beautiful, smart, kind, caring to others, but just supporting me in everything that I do. That's something that I was missing for a long time in a relationship, is having full support of like the goals and ambitions that I have in my personal life as well as my business life, because those 2 things are very, very closely intertwined. And so for a person just kind of randomly going into it with not knowing a lot about what social media is about, it can be very, very difficult. And so with her, it's just like there's nothing that she doesn't have that I need. and there's nothing that like, there's nothing more I would need either. So when you look at it like that, it's like, okay, this person fits everything I need. There's nothing more in my life that I need to feel fulfilled. So why would I give it away, essentially? And the way I feel is like, if you love someone, to me, getting proposed or getting engaged and married is an important step. And I think that it should, personally, I think it should be done sooner than later. I think this idea that you have to like wait a certain amount of time, like she said, like there's an equation to having the best relationship. I think that's completely false, because if you look at so many different stories and different lives, there's people that have done this and it's worked out and it hasn't. There's people that have done this, it's worked out, it hasn't. There's nothing perfect, but when you know you found that person that you want to be with forever, we are just in this side, I believe, that why not do it sooner rather than later?
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I would say also that we got to know each other, or we got really close a bit quicker, I would say, than like a typical relationship, because we did do long distance, especially since we did know each other, like he said, for like 3 years. But then even once we were officially in like our relationship and stuff, we were with each other 24/7 whenever we were together, because when I was in Canada, I was staying with him and we only had his car, and when we were in California, he was with me 24/7. We were at my house with just my car, things like that. So there was a lot of getting to know each other and adapting and seeing what it was like to live with one another like all the time, very quickly early on in the relationship. So definitely I would say that our relationship has moved quicker than it probably would have, say, if we lived in like the same like town or something and had started dating or whatever, but I wouldn't change it. Like, yeah. Do you have any idea this was coming? Okay, so this is a good question also. I would say that both of us, like I was fully sure about him, I would say at like 6 months in. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna marry this guy. Like we had talked about it. When did we first start talking? I feel like our first conversation about it was probably like, remember we were in Ventura when you came to, it was like, we were like maybe 4 months.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly,
but yeah, so we have always kind of, even from the beginning of our relationship, one of the first questions he asked me was, do you, like, about my infertility stuff, because he had seen me posting about it, because having a family and marriage and stuff has always been very important to both of us. But I absolutely loved that, like, that was one of the first things he asked, because I knew very clearly kind of like what he wanted and stuff. So we both had that being the same end goal. Like, if I'm dating someone, yeah, that is kind of the end goal and stuff, is marriage and family and things like that. But as far as did I know that it was coming, we knew that we were gonna get married, like, and we have for months now. I didn't know, I was expecting to get engaged like the beginning of next year, and it completely threw me off that it was this year at all. I had no idea what was gonna happen, so I did.
Yeah. The original plan was for January at the LA Fit Expo, where we kind of like met and, you know, our love began. I thought that would be super cute, but then I realized that just like both of our families were here. It was a good time. It was a time that was probably not going to happen for a long time. Yeah. And it just felt right.
Yeah. Okay, someone asked if I picked the ring or if he picked it himself. So I've been sending him pictures of rings for months now, and he was getting so upset with me because I was always changing my mind about what I liked. And basically what had happened is, for probably like 2 months now, whenever we go into a mall and like walk by a jewelry store, we would go in and try them on and stuff.
Sorry, I had to fix the light.
So we were at the mall one day with, it was me, my sister, him, and our friend Patrick. And we were all in the mall and we went to a jewelry store and he was like, here, try on some rings and stuff, and what's your deal? So I went and I was trying on rings, and I think I only tried on 2, and I put this one on. And it literally took my breath away. The guy who was like the manager of the jewelry shop, even then he was like, was that just a breathless moment? And I just absolutely fell in love. I'll insert like a little clip here of a close-up of the ring so that you guys can see it. All right, guys, so this is the ring. It is a halo with a twisted band. My favorite part is the little hidden pink sapphire right there. It's white gold. I'm absolutely obsessed. Look how beautiful. He saw me kind of like fall in love with the ring, right? And you're like, oh man. And it was like a bit out of the price range and stuff, so I just figured it, like, I just assumed like, no, of course I can't just have it now. Like, that's not how it works. But I really loved it. And so me and my sister went and we walked around the mall. We went to go get some food, and apparently that day him and Patrick like stayed at the jewelry store and they bought the ring, and it was was it the next day that you proposed?
No, it was like 3 days
It was
later.
a couple days later. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was so nervous too when you proposed, you guys. That'll be part of the
I was like shaking.
He was so cute. I thought he told me he was sick, like to his stomach, and I was like, oh. Okay, last question is when are you getting married, and are you thinking of having a baby?
We're aiming for around like May of 2020. So
Well, we want a lot of time.
it's like a year and a half, 2 years almost.
We're both trying to get to our goal weights.
And then as far as like a baby's concerned, at this point in our life, we would both like kind of be like, okay, like if it happened, it happened. Sweet. But it's just like not ideal at this point in time. Not that we both don't want kids, we both want kids, and we both would be happy whether it came now or later. But as far as life goes and planning properly and everything like that, it would be best to wait until we're a little more financially stable, just because a lot has happened in the past couple months, and with traveling back and forth to visit each other, it's been a financial investment.
Yeah, you don't say.
In each other, and
Yeah.
it's
And the other
it's kind of like
thing-
hit its bare moment now, and this is where we have to start like just grinding and building ourselves back up again. So probably another year, few years, maybe, hopefully, most likely after we get married, or like around like really close to that time. We'll think about
You're going into detail, baby. About timing. No, and the other thing also is just that anytime that we've made an announcement on social media, people have been like, oh, I thought it was a baby. I thought you were going to be pregnant. And it is kind of like a touchy thing, just because I don't know if I'll be able to get pregnant or what that will entail. Like, there's a high possibility that I won't be able to naturally. And because of my medical history and stuff.
I found out it costs a boatload of money.
So we don't know what we're gonna have to do to start a
America.
family, which is difficult, but we definitely both do want to have a family in the future, but we want to be more stable. But when it does come, it'll be a very big blessing, and he is trying to shut me up. Look at your muscle, baby. Anyways, guys, no, you're not sure. You're thick. 3 C's.
Okay, anyways.
Okay. So guys, yes, we are engaged. Make sure you watch the video on our couples channel that'll be linked down below, because it's gonna be the whole video. And oh, make sure to tell me any like wedding planning tips that you guys have. Like, leave suggestions down below, because I have no idea where to start. Also, we're trying to think of a hashtag for our wedding. My last name is gonna be Mabley. I'm gonna be Morgan Mabley. So a bunch of people are just saying like hashtag call me Mabley, but I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, so comment down below. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Hey, ow.